watching the Kate Fox Show. I'm Kate Fox, and today I am sitting here with Guy Caligiuri, and Guy is the owner of Patio Pizza and Restaurant. And Guy, you have been in business here in St. James for how long?
43 years.
43 years.
43 years.
The same place?
No, it's not the same place.
Ah.
We actually, we were down a block. It was a family-run operation for about 38 years. And then the landlord that we had over there passed away. A management company took over. Rent was, they came in with this crazy number for rent, which I couldn't afford at the time. So I found this place, and so my brother and sister dropped out, and then I came over here on my own.
Wow.
And that was 4.5 years ago.
Wow. So you've been here 4.5 years.
Yes.
And you've got a lovely little business.
Yes.
My producer, Charlie, and I actually, because he's one of your neighbors.
Yes, I know Charlie a long time.
We've been here, as soon as things started to open up, we came here a couple of times. And the food is delicious.
Thank you.
The service is wonderful.
I love my girls.
And they're so sweet. It's
I have a great crew. I mean,
yes.
And you haven't even met my cooks. I mean, those guys are one pizza guys. You know, they're just the best. You know, they've been with me so long. As far as my staff goes, in the back end of it, I think about 17 years is the shortest tenure right now.
The shortest.
The shortest. And I will go up to 35 years with my main pizza guy, Joe Sewell.
Wow. That's a lot of people can't say that.
No, especially in this day and age.
And in this
You know?
industry, I'm
Yes,
assuming.
in this industry, yes. It's plagued with a lot of different personalities.
That's a nice way to say it. A lot of different personalities.
Yeah.
Well, wow. 17 is, 17 is the shortest.
Shortest tenure, yes.
I mean, that's huge.
Yes.
Because they don't want to leave.
Yeah, I think
They're
it says.
happy
I think it says something about me. You know, the fact that they're willing to support me for that long. So apparently they're being fairly treated and not looking for another place to work.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? I walked in the front door this morning. You're getting ready for the day.
Another day.
And everyone was so sweet. You know, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? But they're, you know, going along, doing everything they got to do.
You know what? They're happy. It's just unbelievable. They're at work and they're happy. They're happy to be here.
That's a novel thing.
Yeah. They're happy to, you know, to have a job and, you know, a good job.
Yes.
You know, and I take care of them. I do.
And it's obvious. It really is.
Absolutely.
But it's, I mean,
you know, if I prosper, they prosper. And, you know, it's only fair. Because I couldn't do it without them.
If I prosper, they prosper, which is something a lot of businesses nowadays, no matter what kind of business it is, they forgot that part. It seems that there's been so much, before this pandemic happened, all this crazy stuff, it seems a lot of businesses have forgotten that they're only as good as their employees.
Absolutely.
And that's you're remembering it.
Yes, absolutely.
So now, what's your favorite part about this business?
My customers, definitely, hands down. It's my customers. Just the, you know, social aspect of it. You know, I know everybody in this town. Wherever I go throughout the world, it's like I always bump into a Patio Pizza.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
And we were here the other night.
It is.
First of all, you were bussing tables. You were doing anything you had to do, which, okay, you're the boss. You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But you stopped at every single table and thanked everyone for coming.
Yeah.
Chatted for a second if you could. You did not stop except for to sit here with someone and talk. Sit here. Otherwise, you were like this little Energizer bunny. I'm sorry. That's all I can think of. But you didn't stop working, but you made sure every person that was sitting here patronizing your establishment knew you appreciated them.
Yeah, I know. I do that all the time.
And
Some of my waitresses, sometimes if I'm talking to somebody, she'll come over and just say, "Is he bothering you? Come on, you got to you know,
get to work. Get to work. What are you doing? What are you
Stop
doing?
bothering the customers." I guess, you know, I just love to talk. I'm a friendly guy.
You are.
Yeah.
You are a friendly guy.
Yeah.
But it shows, and that's why you have been in business for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And I love kids. I have 6 grandchildren.
Oh, you just gave me goosebumps. 6 grandchildren.
6 grandchildren. And up until this year, until the past few years, we put things on for the kids. Like we have Cinderella night, where all my staff dress up like princesses. You know, Snow White, Belle, Sleeping Beauty, and they dress up like these princesses. And all the kids come dressed up like princesses.
Oh my God.
And we have pony rides and live music and face painting for them. And it's such a fun atmosphere, and a lot of people show up for it.
I want to do that. I want to do that.
We have superhero night, where all the guys dress up as a superhero, Superman, Batman,
Oh my gosh.
etc. And we do the same thing with the pony rides, and it's you know. Listen, if the kids want to come here, they're going to drag the parents with them. You know, if they say, "What do you want?"
Yes.
Patio
Yes.
pizza. They're coming.
I love that.
Yeah.
So even more of a family place.
Oh yeah. I cater to children.
Wow, I love it. And now I'm going to take a break, and you and I spoke about this a little bit because I don't do politics. You say you don't do politics in your for the most part.
You know what? It's really bad to mix politics and business, so you have to be careful.
Right, but you have sort of been dragged into the political fray to a point because
Yes.
someone decided, because of one simple flag that you had placed at your business,
Right.
that they wanted to threaten your livelihood.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's something I want to talk to you about when we come
Okay.
back.
Hey people, what's going on? This is Brimstone
This is Kim and Dragna.
This is Steve
This is Mr. Greer.
of the Grindhouse Radio, and you're watching The Kate Fox Show.
That's right. Make sure you tune in on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
That's right. First day with the new mouth.
And we're back, and Guy, you just took me out back, and we're going to show a picture of it, of course, and showed me where, and I guess I should say to all of you who, if you're not aware, before I give that little introduction, one of the reasons we're here, besides the fact that Guy makes delicious food, he's a neighborhood staple, is because he has suddenly been thrust into the international, really, spotlight because of a flag. And what had occurred, and I'm going to ask Guy to tell the story, but the flag in question, before you hear this story, is in the back of the restaurant. There's a parking lot out there, but it's, I'm going to say nondescript because I'm not thinking of a better term, but it's sort of it's just a flag sitting on the back of your restaurant.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's out of the way.
It is.
It's hanging above my dirty rags and aprons.
Yeah,
My
and
dirty
a garbage
linens.
can. And you got a garbage can. You
I
got
know. It's just hanging out in the back. I mean, you really have to go out of your way to see it.
Well, and I don't think I necessarily would have noticed it, but the flag in question that we're talking about is
A Trump flag.
a Trump flag. And
Keep America great.
Keep America Great, and a customer saw this flag?
Yeah, a woman came in one Friday night. This is about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now. And I was actually over here at the bar, and I heard her at the counter, and she asked my counter girl, she's like, whose Trump flag is that in the back? And she said, the owner's Trump flag. Well, she said, you can tell the owner that he just lost a customer, and I am an administrator on a Facebook Moms page, and we're going to put him out of business.
We're going to put him out of business.
Apparently, she thought she had a lot of clout.
Oh my,
And
now I just,
she was going to run me out of town after I've been here for 43 years. You know, I've seen a lot in 43 years, and things like that don't upset me. I'm like, whatever. You know, just go away. I was like, don't let it bother you. I hope no one else in the store heard it. Just don't let it bother you. Just let it go. But about an hour later, I started getting phone calls from my friends saying, hey, you know, this woman's beating you up on Facebook. You know, she's trying to start a boycott. She's telling everybody to boycott patio pizza.
she told, wait, okay.
She put a post up, and then all the other moms on
They
that.
jump
You
on
know,
bandwagon.
yeah,
But
exactly.
boycott.
And they start saying nasty things about me, and so they were beating me up pretty good. And I got a text message from another friend of mine. I'm just saying, everybody, just relax. It'll go away.
It didn't go away.
It'll go away.
But
The next day, I came to work, and a woman walks in at about 11 o'clock. She's wearing a Trump mask and a Trump shirt. I actually took a picture of her because she looks so pretty. And she goes, I came all the way from Comac.
from Comac.
We said, where was she not? She might have been local. She was a local person.
Okay.
She said, I came down here just to let you know that I'm showing you my support. This woman can't do this, and you have my business. And she just made a statement. I'm sorry for what she did. Keep going. And someone comes in Comac, said, oh yeah, the reason I'm here right now is because my 7th grade daughter supports Donald Trump, and she told me I had to come here because she saw a nasty Facebook post about me. Then they started coming from Fort Jeff Station, and it was like the theme of the day. Before you know it, by the time nighttime came, the whole patio filled up. It was like an impromptu Trump rally.
Wow.
Trucks were driving by with Trump flags hanging out of the sunroof. And this was all in response to her post. So it was the community got together to say, hey, that was wrong, and we got you back.
And that's huge, but because you're a part of the community.
Yes, I have a lot of friends in this town.
And
After 43
as you
years,
should.
yes.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
No.
You had a flag in the back of your restaurant. And it doesn't matter if it was a Biden flag, a Kate Fox flag,
Gay pride flag.
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You have the right to put whatever you wish to outside of your establishment.
Right. So the next day, so Sunday morning, I woke up, and I felt so emotional and so grateful for what had happened the night before. It was awesome. So I wrote a Facebook post, and I had the most incredible day. And I just told the story of what had transpired on that day. And I thank the community for coming out and showing their support. So, who knows? I don't know what happened, but it went viral. It went across the country, which was pretty impressive. And people started making a big deal out of it. And I'll never forget, it was a Tuesday night, it was 11:30, and I'm on the phone, I'm in bed, and my wife says, what are you doing? She goes, you're going crazy with this. Stop obsessing about it. You have to stop. I said, excuse me, honey. I said, I'm on the phone with Fox News right now. You're gonna have to wait a minute.
You're going crazy with this. I'm on with Fox
Hon,
News.
slow down. I gotta talk to this person.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going for you.
Keeps going. And then they asked me to do an interview on Stuart Varney on Thursday morning at 10:15, which I did from my living room in my house. It was a Skype.
Okay.
And 2 minutes after the interview, I got a tweet from the President of the United States.
2 minutes.
2 minutes after the interview aired. It was instantaneously. My daughter came running out of the room, like she was gagged. She was like, "You just got a tweet from the President of the United States." My wife started crying. Yeah, and then, excuse me, I ran into the bedroom. I said, "Oh my God, I got to get to work." I think something's about to blow up.
And you have blown up.
Yes, the support is just unbelievable. I mean, the people are coming from Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I had 8 cops in here from Harlem Saturday night. It's just, the support is overwhelming. It's just unbelievable. I mean, people come from all over Long Island, from Montauk to Brooklyn, from Manhattan. It's like, they're just saying thank you for holding your ground and speaking up. And, they're telling the truth.
Well, and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
You just stood it's something that you brought from home. And I heard tell that you brought it from home because your wife didn't want it at the house.
No, she didn't want any controversy on the block. Of course not.
No controversy on the block.
Let me see how that worked out.
Right? But you were minding your own business, and someone decided they were going to try and bully you, which is something that happens a lot nowadays.
she didn't know anything about me. She doesn't know my 5 kids. Doesn't know my grandchildren. She doesn't know my employees that depend on me. You know, and
She just knows a stupid flag.
she saw a flag up, so she decided to judge me. She doesn't know all the contributions I make to the community, every sporting event from Smithtown High School and Nessequay, and all the nursing homes that I contributed to throughout the COVID, and Stony Brook Emergency Room, Long Island State Vets Home, you know? So
Right,
many
no.
charities throughout the years. I just feel that it's my duty to be in this community, to do things like that.
And
It's just
you-
the right thing to do.
Well, that's the thing, and that's what you're trying to do. And just one little person, because one little thing decided, oh no, I'm going to hurt you. I mean, really, I'm going to hurt you because she threatened you.
I wonder what she's done for the community lately.
Well,
Besides
she
put up
posts-
negative Facebook
That makes
posts.
me crazy. You see some of these Facebook groups, social media is a blessing and a curse.
Absolutely.
But what you've done now, and we're going to go back to the community, because this isn't actually about politics. This is about you just standing up, putting up one flag, and then standing up for yourself because you chose not to be, actually, not even you didn't choose to not be bullied. The community decided
Absolutely.
we're not going to let you be bullied. And that's where it goes. Bullying is not okay no matter what it's because of, no matter what your beliefs. And this gentleman, as I have been told, doesn't stop for anything. He's here for the community no matter what, such as
Absolutely.
in
Hurricanes,
blizzards.
blizzards, blackouts, I mean, whatever, floods, whatever happens, I'm here. I'm here to support them. I'm here for them. They can't cook, I'll cook for them. And everybody knows that. They depend on me. I'm a pillar in the community, I guess you could say.
You absolutely
right?
are.
And besides that, I think that Trump has done an amazing job in the past 4 years. And I should be willing to say, hey, I think he did a great job, and I hope he gets reelected. I'm going to hang a flag. I have every right as
It's
an
your
American
right,
citizen
yes.
to do that.
And you're doing it.
Yeah, I did it.
And
look
this-
how that turned out.
This place is jam. We had to make a reservation the other night. We weren't sure we were going to be able to get in.
Yes.
And you have some merchandise out there. What happened with that? How'd that happen?
The Talking Patriots had a Trump rally here, I think last Wednesday, and he kind of follows those guys around because they draw a big crowd. So he asked me if I would mind him, setting up out there. I said, sure, fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I wanted to ask that question. I meant to ask it earlier, but I'm going back again. So now Hurricane Sandy. I'm hearing from my special correspondent and producer, Charlie, that Hurricane Sandy, there was one place open for food
That was
in this
me.
town.
That was me. I walked here from my house. I live about 1.5 miles away, and I had to climb over trees. I had 2 generators in the basement. I got here, I hooked them up, and I was open for business by 11 o'clock.
And you fed everybody.
Fed everybody. It was the busiest 2 weeks that we were in business.
Until now.
this.
Well, let me tell you something. I know you're going to be around for a long time. I'm happy to patronize your establishment and patronize. I don't speak English anymore. Sorry. And just keep doing what you're doing because you are someone. You are a good example of what America is.
Thank you.
Guy Caligiuri.
Hi, this is Angie Hansen, and I am a director, actor, producer, assistant director. Stay tuned for my interview on The Kate Fox Show.